Hey there pals, I have a very special one for you today. This one is the Padron 1926 series, the 80 year. This is in a Perfecto shape and it has a Maduro wrapper. This one has been aging for about 2 years, so that strength that these are known for, I'm sure has diminished a little bit. So we'll see. I've never smoked one of these before, fresh or aged, so who knows? I don't know what to expect. We'll see. Has a very nice musky aged tobacco aroma to it that Padron is known for, and this one should be a bit of a treat. I've been saving this one, so we'll see how it goes. That draw is pretty tight. I think I'm going to take off a little bit more. I don't want to take off too much. One more cut should be fine. Then of course once this burns down a little bit, it'll open up even more, so I think it'll be okay. Yeah, still very tight, but I think once it gets to like this point, it'll be good. Draw is still excessively tight. I'm not getting much more flavor than first light flavors and that aged. I can taste that muskiness. Other than that, I'm not getting much. Decent smoke output for how tight the draw is though, so there's that. If it doesn't improve by the time it gets to here, then I will, I don't know, we'll figure out something then. Just over 15 minutes in here, and it's reached the point where the ring gauge is what it's going to be for the rest of the cigar, and that draw opened wide up just a couple of puffs after the last update, so no issue there, no problems whatsoever. A very, very deep oaky flavor on the draw. The body is approaching a full. It's definitely medium to full, maybe even approaching a full already. So, but luckily no strength detected. I'm not getting, my head's not swimming. You know, I'm not, my lips aren't sweating or anything, so no nicotine buzz as far as I can tell, no strength. Just a lot of body and very deep flavors. That oak on the draw is really masking anything else that would be on the finish. I'm not getting much more than that yet. Yeah, still just tasting that deep oak. Just over 30 minutes in here. Performance wise, it's still going really good. It did, I thought I was gonna have to touch it up right here, but it caught itself up. You know, Maduro wrappers tend to have a hard time keeping up with themselves. It happens, but it's very impressive and a sign of good construction that it caught up with itself. So there you go. Flavor wise on the draw is pretty much the same. That oaky flavor is getting a little bit more complex and layered, and then on the finish is a very distinct earthiness, but it has a touch of sweetness to it. It's almost approaching like a graham cracker, but definitely more on the earthiness side of that. And still very layered flavors, very complex, very nice. That body is definitely, if it's not a full, it's just approaching a full. And that strength is a little sneaky. I'm starting to detect it a little bit. Nothing crazy, it's not overwhelming, but when I did stand up, I could feel it in my head. So that strength is there and it's sneaking in a little bit. Hopefully that doesn't get too crazy and out of control. I don't think it will. So, but good progress, very good progress so far. Just shy of an hour and 10 minutes in here, going really good still performance wise, although I did have to touch it up once. It caught right back up with itself, no problem. The smoke quality is ridiculously smooth and the smoke output is very voluminous, very nice to smoke. Flavor wise, that earthiness has died back a little bit, but it's still there, almost becoming more of a core flavor. On the draw, there's a very distinct leather with a hint of black pepper, just the flavor. If you do retrohale it, you do get that burny sensation that sometimes you get with black pepper. On the finish is that same sweet earthiness. It's almost gone even more sweetness to more of a graham crackery kind of flavor. It's a little bit more of that direction. About an hour and 45 minutes in here, so a very good burn time for a very nice cigar. Construction wise, it was nearly perfect. I did have to do a touch up, but other than that, smoked just fine. Right here at the end, the strength is kicking up a little bit. I can feel it in my head, and I'm starting to get a little bit of bubble guts. So if you're a new smoker or you like real mild cigars, this definitely would not be the one for you. This is not a cheap cigar, so don't waste your time if you like very mild cigars, because this is not it. If you like Maduros, if you like bolder cigars, this would definitely be a very nice treat, but I wouldn't smoke it while doing anything, while fishing, while golfing, or anything like that. This is a cigar that's meant to just sit back and relax, and this is the main star of the show. So with that in mind, I think if you try this one, you'll like it. Flavor wise, that earthiness is still there. It's very died down, but it is still there as a core flavor. That leather has really taken over the draw and the finish. That oaky flavor is coming back around a little bit here on the very tail end of the finish. But overall, it's been a very complex, very interesting, very attention-grabbing cigar. So that's my 2 cents on this one. And if it sounds good to you, then I certainly recommend it, even for that price. It's a classic Padron in all the sense. So anyway, thank you for watching, and have a good rest of your day. I'm starting to get a little bit of bubble guts.